podcast, episode 7. Today we got Saint Rose. She's a woman activist, an immigration activist, a reggaeton artist, a person that's actually in the community doing justice. She helping out other people as well. I just wanted to bring her on. She have a song called Vestido Dinero, and basically it's about something in Spanish, but she's gonna explain it in the video. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and just keep watching the channel, and I appreciate it. Thanks.
En el barrio vendido a la muerte y sueña con un hueco en la frente and you dream of being shot in the head or something like that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Go say it one more time.
En el barrio vendido a la muerte, in the hood, being sold to dead, being sold to death. Y sueña con un hueco en la frente and you dream with a hole in your head. You know what I mean? Por poca suerte lograrás si puedes superar. So by only by chance or by luck would you be lucky to even surpass it or or overcome it. Aún recuerdo todo lo muerto no pude ayudar. I still think back on all the dead people that I couldn't help. You have que ser humilde si no está jodido. You have to be humble, otherwise you're fucked. Otherwise you're screwed. Te sacrificamos como chivo, and so you'll be sacrificed like a lamb, like a goat. You know what I mean? And not goat as in the goat, like a goat. You'll be sacrificed because in our culture, we cut up goat and we serve it up as birria.
Hey, motherfucker,
the birria tacos.
Quesadillas.
That's a goat.
I know. I figured that shit out. Yeah. But to touch back about what you said about your mom she had to cross the border. Yeah. She was 8 months pregnant with you.
My brother, my older brother. 8 months
pregnant with your brother.
Yeah, she was 6 or 7 months old. 7 months pregnant with my brother, my older brother, and then my dad was with her. So my dad was just a really abusive person. He was like a drug addict and just alcoholic and really abusive. And so while she was crossing the border, she had to deal with not just the environmental factors, but his abuse. You feel me? So she was able to escape him when I was very like 1.5, 2 years old. And she was put in a shelter. They gave her 3 options. They were like, you have 3 options of places we can relocate you to a different shelter. So you're not anywhere in the city where your, baby daddy is. They're like, you can go to LA, you can go to San Francisco, or you can go to Sacramento. And then she was like, LA is too close to Mexico, I'll be deported next day. San Francisco's too close to Santa Rosa. Sacramento seems like it's far enough, not but close enough to be with family in the Bay. And so we came to Sac. And that's how I ended up here in a shelter in West Sac. And that's where we started.
Really, Rose grew from concrete, straight up, man. Shout out Rose, man. Shout out the family. Shout out everybody that's actually trying to do something in life, and just the oppression of people, man. We all the same people. We all breathe the same. We all got the same bones. Yeah. We all the same people, man. You just gotta, man. I want to say fuck the government. I am gonna say fuck the government. Fuck the government, man. That's pretty
just dope. Fuck the system for real, because just how it was set up. But you know what? It's up to us to just like to make the change. We gotta get out there and actually make our voices heard. And that's what I feel like a lot of us try to do with this music. Even though a lot of us don't talk about activism in our music, we still claiming our space, claiming our voice that has been oppressed from us for such a long time.
Your mom going through everything that she went through, that's the reason why you became like an activist?
So I see my mom being an activist as a kid. She was involved with Immigrant Workers Association, and she would go to marches for the immigrants and so many different events, different protests. I can't even remember, but I remember specifically her being involved with the immigrants. And I remember her marching with Dolores Huerta and like with some big figures and stuff like that. And then that of course always remained inside of me. But as I was growing up and I was learning about like the true history of United States and Americas in general, and just like transatlantic trade system and all everything before that, before slavery and all that. And I learned like our history, like our world history. Then I was like, damn, like why? And I look back at my history books from high school and I'm like, why they lie? Why they lie so damn much? And I realized, because then I learned the history of how schools came together and stuff like that, and curriculum came together, and it was came together through some racist people who like didn't want us to know the true history of ourselves, and they wanted to dumb it down and romanticize it. Like we had a Thanksgiving and we all ate together and sang fucking kumbaya and shit, but that didn't happen. Like they fucking murdered, and enslaved, and it was not pretty at all. Like,
Facts.
and that shit pissed me the fuck off when I was hella young. I was like, I'm hella mad. Like, why we lie? And then like all this shit was starting to happen with Wall Street. Like the Wall Street, Occupy Wall Street started.
Okay.
Right when I was like out of high school, like around the end of high school. So I don't remember, but that's what really started getting me into activism. It's just how occupation started to happen all over the country. Here in Sag, it was really fucking big. Like Cesar Chavez Park was like a campground for Occupy.
Damn.
And it was occupations, and there was shit. There was curriculum. There was lessons. There was things being taught that hadn't ever been taught before. And that's what really got me started. And then I started getting involved with a lot of community organizations. I went to Sac City College, and the organizations there were doing a lot of work in the community, and I was like just everywhere, just mute like open mics, like and like the open mics that started off during that time were just so strong and deep, and I know that kind of created what that was the precedence for what is going on now in Sacramento. This big art boom and music boom started then, when we started to reclaim our space and we started to actually claim our voice out in the community, creating these big open mics at in downtown, the art galleries and the artists started collaborating and
Art
having big
is
shows.
booming in Sacramento.
Yeah,
now.
and that's when it started. And I remember that and being part of that. And just it was just such a good time to be part of the community. And it was a good time to be an activist. And it was just like, you know what I mean? It was also dangerous.
Yeah,
It was
definitely.
dangerous as fuck. But yeah, that's what kind of got me started into the activism.
I know you got pretty deep. You was delivering coffins to Kamala Harris or something like that. I heard.
Yeah, we did a protest because police brutality and people dying from police killings. And Kamala Harris was our state secretary at the time, right? Or like our defense was. Um, she was our state secretary.
She was something like that,
defense.
yeah.
And so she was in charge of a lieutenant or something. She was in charge of basically police and stuff like that, and like departments across the state. And so, like people were protesting, like, why aren't you doing something about it? And so we made together some makeshift coffins with the names of people who've been killed by police.
Damn.
And we delivered it to the front door of her office, like right there in the building. They didn't let us inside, but
that's dope though.
But we delivered it outside, and it was just like, yeah, it
was crazy.
Yeah, shout out Kamala Harris.
And
now VP.
Now she's a vice president. Like you never know where you might be in a couple years, man. Like, but that's what's up though, because a lot of times right now, police is just out of control, especially beginning of the holidays. They don't give a fuck. They just kill someone. I forgot where the young man was from, but I think he was 13 years old. They just killed him.
Yeah.
They don't really care, man.
They don't. No, you could be. That's why, like kids, I don't recommend kids going outside with like toy guns because they don't.
Life is different now. You can't do that.